Yeah. So I think online audience, are you able to hear our claps? That's great. Yeah. So good morning, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. My name is Anil Shukla, and I will be the SA for today's meeting. I welcome you all for 506 meeting of Eloquent Toastmaster Club, Gurgaon. Eloquent Toastmaster Club is having a collective mission, as we all do. So, how many of you are having mission in their life? Can you raise your hands? So, let me hear one or two missions. Maybe Rashmi, you can share your mission in life. Ash, you want to share?
I want to do something that I like in future.
Oh, great, great. Anyone from online audience they want to try? Okay. So Toastmaster International has a collective mission, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self confidence and personal growth. Toastmasters also follows certain rules, so I will start mentioning those rules. So first rule is we all need to switch off or either put our phones on silent. And to do that activity, we will take 10 seconds. I hope we all have done. Online audience, can you confirm? Yeah, great. Good to go. Second rule is please try to avoid talking of any topic in a derogatory manner. Also, please do not cross talk unless there is any emergency. Please do not enter or leave the room when someone is speaking on the stage. And for the online audience, please turn off your audio and video when you are stepping out. So now I would like to hand over the stage to someone who is very energetic, very active, and also a performance marketer by profession. Outside, she is part-time digital nomad who loves solo backpacking trips. Also, she loves to explore creativity by learning piano. So help me in welcoming Toastmaster Rashmi, our presiding officer. Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, for setting the tone for the meeting so beautifully. A very warm welcome, everyone, to Eloquent Toastmasters meeting, where we continuously hone our public speaking and leadership skills. We are absolutely thrilled to see our new member today. I think Toastmaster Sagar joined us. Okay. Yeah, so we are absolutely thrilled to see our new member today, Toastmaster Sagar, who has joined a beautiful ETC family. Toastmaster Sagar, would you like to give an official introduction?
Uh, Good morning, everyone. Sagar on this side. I am a meteorologist working in a corporate sector, particularly doing analysis of wind portfolio and solar portfolios. And I have recently joined Toastmasters Club. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. So good to have you with us. If you have any questions regarding the Eloquent Toastmasters journey, your learning journey, choosing the pathway, so reach out to your mentor or our VP membership VP Education Toastmaster Pallavi. Okay, just 1 second. We're absolutely thrilled to see some guests today. and we would love to get to know you a little better. Let's start with a quick round of introduction. So, I would like to invite Toastmaster Sachin to please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself. Could you please turn on your camera if possible? And Toastmaster Saurav, can we spotlight Toastmaster Sachin, please?
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Sachin Bansal. Uh, it's an honor to be a part of this as a guest. And yeah, looking forward for new learnings and new developments.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, guest Sachin. So good to have you with us today. If you have any questions regarding our club, Toastmasters, our meetings, or are considering becoming a member, then our VP membership, Toastmaster Vibhanshu will be more than happy to guide you. Let's give a big round of applause. We are also thrilled to see guest Komal with us today. Guest Komal, I know you are a past member of the club, and it is so good to have you today. We haven't met in person or virtually, it's the first time that we are meeting. So, we would love to know you, know about you a bit, your journey with Eloquent. Over to you, guest Komal.
Yes, hello Rashmi. Hello everybody. I am very happy and excited to be back here again. And I was a part of this club a year back, and I also served here as a VP education. So I learned a lot here in this journey. Like earlier, I was I was the last person to join the meeting, but this journey helped me to be punctual and how to manage the meetings and everything, agenda actively. So this journey had helped me a lot, and I'm here again to learn from you all. That's all.
Yeah, so delighted to have you with us, Toastmaster Komal. Let's give a big. And indeed, like once you join the EC team, you become more punctual and active. So Toastmaster really helps us in that. All right. So before we officially kick off today's meeting, I have a wonderful news to share with you all. So one of our members has achieved a prestigious Triple Crown Award. Can anybody tell me what the Triple Crown Award is?
Three crown.
Three levels. Yeah. So if a Toastmaster completes 3 levels in one single year from their pathway, they earn the Triple Crown Award from Toastmaster. So this Toastmaster, she has been aiming for this milestone for quite some time. And I was absolutely thrilled when I got to know that she has finally achieved it. She is none other than our VPPR Toastmaster Nirdusha. Congratulations, Toastmaster Nirdusha. Would you like to share a few words and inspire us through your journey? You're on mute. You are not audible, Nirdusha.
Am I?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashmi, for that kind of good introduction about me. And thank you so much. And yes, I'm really thrilled, and I was so excited once I got the email from Toastmasters International that I got the prestigious award of Triple Crown. I'm sorry. So I was like excited and I don't know how to react for it because for some years I was targeting it and every time it missed out. And after receiving this award, I feel like I need to target my levels again and again. I need to complete my levels because whenever I complete a level from each and every pathways, it helped me to improve my personality too. So every time the requirements of the speeches that we do every time, uh, some when we prepare the script, we feel like it's kind of a pressure that we always carry. But once we like do it, we feel okay, we achieved something in our life, right? So whenever I completed a level, I feel like okay, I'm just moving forward for something that I need to achieve, and finally it is recognized by Toastmasters, and I'm really happy. And I encourage other members also to target the levels of each and every pathways that they pursue. So please do it, and because everybody can achieve this, and it's not about me, it's not about the great speakers, it's all about everyone. So I encourage all the members to target their levels on each and every pathways. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Nirdusha. Congratulations to you. And fellow Toastmaster, this Triple Crown Award is well within your reach. As she said, if you complete 3 levels in 1 year, you can get awarded a Triple Crown Award. And if you need any support, if you want to plan your strategy effectively, reach out to your mentor or VP Education, Toastmaster Pallavi. They will help you plan effectively to plan your levels and give your speeches on time so that you can also achieve the Triple Crown Award like Toastmaster Nirdusha. A well-deserved round of applause to her. All right, it's time to officially kickstart our meeting and invite Toastmasters of the day on the stage. So let's welcome Toastmaster Bhavesh to the stage.
Quick audio video check for the people online.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I see a lot of guests online as well. My name is Bhavesh Methwani, and I am going to be the Toastmaster of the day for this session. I think I'm coming back on this stage after almost a quarter. It feels so good to be back. Yeah, so I think it was the introduction, but before we jump into the meeting, before we kickstart the meeting, uh, let me ask a question to all of you, and I don't need an answer right now. You can just take back this question and think about it later, and we'll actually come back to this question later. The question goes like, how do you center yourself when everything around you feels overwhelming? Especially on stage, because let's be really honest, whenever we are on stage, our brain starts racing, our bodies stop cooperating, our thoughts scatter, and our intelligence that we are so proud of seems unavailable at the moment. But I really want to talk about in this session the art of recentering, not just as a technique, but as a state of being. But we'll dive deep into that. But as a Toastmaster of the day for this session, it is my imperative responsibility to set the agenda of the meeting for the benefit of guests. Any typical Toastmaster meeting comprises 3 sections. The first section is the prepared speech section, where the prepared speakers would come along and they would be giving their speeches for 5 to 7 minutes. Today, fortunately, we have got 3 amazing speakers from our club: Toastmaster Vibhanshu, Toastmaster Harsh, and Toastmaster Sagar, who would be coming along and would be giving their prepared speeches. Followed up by, we will be having a table topic session, which would be led by Toastmaster Pallavi, and she would be providing us with the impromptu topics. And guests are more than welcome to participate. You would be given an opportunity to speak for around 1 to 2 minutes, followed up by we will be having a general evaluation section, perhaps the most significant part of any Toastmaster meeting, where the Madam General Evaluator would come along with her team of evaluators who would be giving us the good, bad, ugly feedback about the various facets of the meeting. Without any further ado, I would like to call on the physical dais Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster, I think Toastmaster Nirdusha, you are on the virtual dais. The stage is all yours. Kindly introduce yourself, your role, and your tag team as well. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Nirdusha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. Yes, it is my pleasure to be a general evaluator of today's meeting. So I'm the general evaluator and I conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting, and I'll be calling on a team to assist me with giving feedback to our speakers and the timing and our counter and everything. So I will evaluate the entire meeting as well at the end. So, first of all, it is important to get your message across in the allowed time, right? And for the meeting to run according to the schedule, I would like to call our timer to introduce his role and introduce his role to the team.
So once again, good morning, Toastmasters and dear guest. So I will be the timer for today's meeting, in which I will monitor time for prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluations. So I will show you the cards. I will show you red card, yellow card, and green card to indicate the time taken or consumed by you. After red card, you will have 30 seconds to conclude. So let me share the rules for the time. So for prepared speech, you will be having 5 to 7 minutes. For like at 5 minutes, I'll show you the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show you the yellow card. And 7 minutes, I'll show you the red card. For table topics, the time would be 1 to 2 minutes. Again, at 1 minute, I'll show you the green card. 1.5 minutes, I'll show you the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll show you the red card. And for evaluation, we will be having 2 to 3 minutes. So same, I'll show you green card at 2.5 yellow, then 3 minutes at red card. And as I mentioned, you will be having 30 seconds after red card to conclude your speech. So that's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil, for your great introduction of your role. And next, we will hear from our grammarian, the word master. I think Toastmaster Avni, who has been who will be tracking our use of the word and the day of the word. So yes, I would like to call Toastmaster Avni to present herself and introduce her role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidusha. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and what a wonderful welcome to our guests. Words shape how we think, connect, and communicate. And that's the lens I'll be using today as a grammarian. So as your grammarian for today's meeting, I have 3 key responsibilities. First, I will introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day and encourage everyone to use them during the meeting. Second, I will listen carefully to how we are using the English language, our grammar, our choice of words, sentence structure, pronunciation, and clarity. I'll be tracking good uses of grammar as well as not so good uses, so we all can learn together. And third, I will share a constructive feedback at the end of the meeting to help us all grow as communicators. So the word of the day is paradox. Paradox. A paradox is an idea that seems contradictory at first, but reveals a deeper truth. For example, it's a paradox that slowing down can help us move forward. It's a paradox that accepting ourselves as we are is often the first step towards change. So I encourage everyone to try and use the word paradox during the meeting. And I would request everybody to probably say a thumbs up whenever any member uses this word to encourage that person. The phrase of the day is both sides of the same coin. This phrase refers to 2 ideas that may appear different but are closely connected. For example, listening and speaking are both sides of the same coin. Individual growth and team success are both sides of the same coin. So please feel free to use this phrase during your speeches, table topics, and evaluations. And again, as I requested, everyone, please encourage them with a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Nidusha.
Thank you so much for the clear description about your role, and I hope everybody marked your word of the day and the phrase of the day. Yes. And the next, the tag team member would be the R counter tracks the use of the verbal pauses and those are in. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Saurav to introduce himself and his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidusha, for calling me. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I am Saurav and I am the accountant for today's meeting. As the accountant, my role is listen carefully to all the speakers and note down those filler words that did hit everyone, like so that don't add meaning on your speaking. And these filler words can reduce the impact of your speech. So my purpose is to make aware of them, help you become a more fluent and confident speaker. And I will be present my report towards end of the meeting. Back to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Nidusha, all the best speakers.
Thank you so much, everyone. I hope all the tag team members are ready, and I'm handovering this stage to Toastmaster of the day.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Nidusha for explaining her role and her team as well. Sorry, I actually forgot to mention a bit about her. She is a student of English literature. She loves poetry like me. And so I think we can connect over that, I think separately. And yeah, so she's someone who loves to explore ideas with the help of public speaking, which is, I think, sanely complementary to your personality. So a huge round of applause again for your class, Nidusha. Great. Coming back to the theme now, are you all up for a story?
Yes.
And I would request some of the Zoom participants to please come on the camera so that we can have engagement. Komal, Saurav, Shubhangi, Akshita, I'm so sorry, I have to take out your names. Lakshay, Pallavi, if you guys just turn on your camera. So good to see you, Komal, after a while.
Yeah, hi Bhavesh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey
Lakshay,
Bhavesh, my connectivity is really poor. That's why I'm keeping the camera off.
suddenly I woke up to this massive jolt of sound, loud enough to shake me up from my deep sleep. For the first few seconds, I had no idea. I wasn't able to fathom what had happened. And my mind went into places. Was it an explosion? A building collapsed? Or a cloud bursted and now the entire city is going to get flooded and we all are going to die, and the year 2026 is really the year when the world is coming to an end? Fear kicked in instantly. Somehow I was able to garner the courage to step out. I opened the curtains, I went into my balcony, saw that nothing had happened. It was just a lightning strike. People based out of Gurgaon would be able to relate to this. But those few seconds were very powerful. As I lay back in bed, I started realizing, I started thinking about that how fragile we really are. One sound, one moment, and my body was filled with fear. So, no matter how strong we think that we really are, no matter how powerful we think that our institutions, our leaders, our systems, and our identities are, nature does not negotiate. It has the power to give you everything and take back everything from you in a fraction of a second. That was a really humble thought. Nature humbled me down. After a couple of minutes, I went off my bed, I moved to my living room, and my flatmate and I, we had the same conversation. That everything around nature feels so small, fleeting, insignificant. So we were having the same talk and we laughed and we said, "Tab kya kare, job chhod dein?" Can't do that, right? Because in spite and despite of us knowing that everything around nature is transient, it's fleeting, we still have got responsibilities. We still have to show up. We still have to perform. We still have to excel in the realms of the material world. And I'm not talking about any deep spiritual stuff here. I'm talking about normal day-to-day life, which we all have to deal with. But what am I really trying to convey here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm trying to convey that a perspective shift might help you. A perspective shift might help you. And what is this perspective? If everything is so momentary, why do I get consumed and lose myself with judgments, outcomes, and losses? And so I started questioning myself, if everything feels so overwhelming at the same time, how do I recenter myself? How do I realign myself? And it just made me question the contest season which is coming. On the stage, whenever we are coming, there are people, there are different eyeballs staring at us with some smiling faces, with some serious faces, with some thought-provoking faces, and we are in a new situation, new dynamic, we don't know what to do. As I mentioned, our minds, they start to race, our bodies stop cooperating, our intelligence, it goes for a toss. So whenever we are coming on the stage, how do we recenter ourselves? How do we realign ourselves with whatever we want to speak? And you would have experience in your duration of being a part of this club or any other club. Whenever you are coming on the stage, no new thought you are able to generate at the moment. It's already what you have thought in life before. I think it seldom happens for 0.1% of the times when you are actually able to curate a new thought, a new idea, a new perspective. Whatever you are saying is just coming out of your body instantly, and you have no clue what you're talking about most of the times. I am in no mood of giving a Gyan session today because I am no expert. But what are we going to do with this session is we are going to, I think, jam on the ideas because the contest season is upon us. It's going to happen next week and I think the following week as well. So how do we really come on the stage, recenter ourselves, realign ourselves? We can talk about 1,000 different ideas with your experience. We'll jam about it and we'll see what will work because it's not a competition, right? It's not a competition between you versus I. It's a collective endeavor. It's a collective effort. Our EC team is working really hard for the growth and progress of this club. So can we all just come together as a collective group to actually talk about the ideas? What might help us? Are you all with me? Yes. The Zoom participants? Any enthusiasm, any emojis, any comments? Thanks, Pallavi, for the thumbs up. Great, then. We'll dive deep into this. But now we have to move ahead in the meeting with our prepared speech section. For the first speaker of the day, his name is Toastmaster Vibhanshu. Toastmaster Vibhanshu claims that his foundation is deeply rooted in faith. He's a very simple looking man with a complex mind, and he claims that he is known at his workplace for converting a no into a yes. So I think it speaks volume about his character. But before I call him on the physical dais, I'd like to call his speech evaluator, who's going to be Toastmaster Rashmi. Are you going to be Toastmaster Rashmi? I'd love for you to introduce your speaker and the speech objectives.
So Toastmaster Vibhanshu, my target speaker, he is pursuing level 2, project 3 pathway from the engaging humor pathway. And the purpose of his speech is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. I wish you all the very best, and I will leave Toastmasters of the day to reveal the topic of his speech.
Toastmaster Vibhanshu. Toastmaster Vibhanshu, life does not let you skip lessons. Life does not let you skip lessons, Toastmaster Vibhanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavesh. A big hello to fellow Toastmasters and the dear guests. Have you ever wondered that life has a great sense of humor? Sometimes we have achieved something in our life, we might have far ahead, but life will tap on our shoulders and remind us that, man, you missed that chapter and you have to complete that. Well, this happened with me, and it took me 5 years to take one decision. And yes, one decision. I came in Gurgaon in 2019. Big dreams. I was thinking that this city will give me everything that I'm desiring. Starting my career from a domestic call center. Great hope, but no direction. I met one guy, Akshat. Same personality like Bhavesh. Same height, same kind of nature, same kind of way of talking. It impressed me the way how he used to talk. I asked, how you got this kind of communication skills? He said, I'm a Toastmasters. I said, what is it? First time I'm hearing a word Toastmasters. And he encouraged me to be the part of Toastmasters. But then I looked at my salary and I said, man, Toastmaster, you have to wait. I cannot afford you now. Later on, I jumped into new jobs. I improved my skills. I learned how to communicate effectively with my customers. I started making money. Everything was going great. And I started closing deals. I became effective in persuasion and in all these things. And about public speaking, I used to think that I don't need it until the recent company which I joined 1.5 years ago. There was 22 people in batch, and the trainer was asking everybody to explain different topics. I was expert. I know how to talk about products, so I could talk. I went on the stage and I said, my name is Vivanshu, and I'm blank. And everybody's laughing. When everybody started laughing, it kicked me. I said that I cannot go back without explaining it. I did my best, but I could not articulate. I took a lot of pauses, a lot of mumbling and fumbling and these kind of things, which impacted my overall speech. And I got to know that if I'm not able to express my ideas, I will not be able to achieve success in this field. On that day, in night, I went on deep reflection mode. I asked myself, man, what are you doing? You know how to talk, but you don't know how to present things in front of people when you're in a group or in a meeting. That day I decided that I have to improve myself. With that hope, I started searching on Google how to improve my communication. And somewhere I again saw the name Toastmasters, and it kicked me again that yes, life is giving me another opportunity that I should try to join a club. So Eloquent Toastmaster was the nearby club, and I came here. I took around 3 meetings, and in third meeting, I decided that I will be part of this. So when I joined Toastmasters, I took almost 3 months to give my first speech. In 3 months, I was just clapping for everybody. I was cheering up for everyone. And I'm thinking that one day I will also speak, until I realized that it's 3 months already gone. But people in this club supported me, encouraged me, and then I gave my first icebreaker. But it was also pathetic. I forgot my speech, and But that day I didn't feel discouraged because there was people who encouraged me that yes, I can improve. And with that thought, I started giving my other speeches. I started taking more roles. And today I'm serving as a vice president of membership in this club, which is giving me more opportunity to grow. And also it is helping me to grow in my leadership. Recently, if I talk about my job, my team leader asked me that there's a client meeting and I need you. For a few seconds, I got confused because I was thinking that I should not go. But then I realized that I have skills. Why should I not go? And then I went there. When I went in the meeting, I saw there around 50 to 60 people sitting, and client came from Canada, and they were talking about the product and how to improve the quality of the service and how to make more sales and these all kind of things. Nobody is asking questions. They are all fearing. But when it came to me, I asked questions, and those questions were valid and full of those questions was thoughtful questions, and client impressed. That day, I realized that something is working inside of me, and I have changed a lot because other people were also asking questions, but the quality of the question which I asked, my team were impressed. And few days ago, he told me that you should start thinking about promotion, and I will truly support you. I said, man, this is truly working in my life. So if I see my journey when I started and now where I am today, I truly say that I have improved. So it's not about just sharing my journey about Toastmasters. To be honest, in everybody's life, like there will be something that you are delaying in your life. Maybe starting a gym, maybe eating healthy food, maybe spending more time with your loved one. So what I learned from this story, if I talk about, life will give you opportunities. And sometimes those opportunities will be always there. But you will lose the confidence, like which happened with me. If you keep delaying it, you might lose the confidence and you might regret that. I regret that if I started maybe few earlier, I could be on a different place. So this happened with everybody. Initially, when first time somebody talked about Toastmasters, I could not afford it. But second time, when that thought came again into my life after 5 years, I could not afford to say no because I know that if I'm saying no, that means it will be costing more in my future. So with that thought, I would like to give a takeaway to all of you. I would like to tell you all that after going from this meeting, think about what is that one thing that you are delaying that can impact on your overall quality of life. Maybe it can be something, maybe you are thinking about getting a new course, learning a new skill, learning a language, spending time with family, starting a gym, or joining even Toastmasters. So do it right now. Why you are delaying it? Because this will totally create a new you, because it's not about stepping into an opportunity, it's about becoming who you truly are, because these all things are connected from your purpose. If I talk about communication, for me it's my purpose, because I know that I'm in a kind of profession where I have to communicate with people, and that is why life gave me new opportunity and kicked me in the situation where I felt uncomfortable, and then I decided that yes, I should improve my communication skills. So with that thought, I would like to conclude my speech with the takeaway that you should go home and think about what you should improve and what kind of opportunities you're delaying, so that you don't stuck in the situation where I used to stuck. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster.
And we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Vimanju. What an amazing speech about his journey of coming into this club and improving and honing his craft so wonderfully. His journey is something which I have experienced firsthand. So kudos to your journey to Toastmaster Vivanshu. An amazing, amazing speech. Once again, a big round of applause for Toastmaster Vivanshu. Great. Moving on to our second speaker for the day. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Harsh. A bit about Toastmaster Harsh. He is an analyst at Amex. Outside work, he loves to meet new people, and his hobbies are badminton and watching thriller movies. He is a new member of our newly curated EC as well. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Harsh, for that. But before I call Toastmaster Harsh on the physical dais, would like to invite his speech evaluator, Toastmaster Mr. Anil Shukla, to please share the speech objectives of Toastmaster Harsh.
So Toastmaster Harsh is giving his third speech. He is at level 1, and his purpose is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Toastmaster Harsh, I welcome you on the physical dais. Give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Toastmaster Harsh, history, mystery, Toastmaster Harsh.
On the occasion of finally Delhi's AQI getting below 150, let's take 3 deep breaths. Then I will start my speech. 1, 2, 3. Okay. A quick question. How many of you used to hate history during your school days? Raise your hand if you. I also used to. And when somebody come to me and says, and defend this subject, I would quote this very famous line from Kung Fu Panda movie. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called present. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, in this speech, I would like to share my story and my relationship with this subject, which turned from a minor dislike into absolute hatred in 2013. Back then, I was in class 7th. And in our class routine, out of all the 8 periods, the most horrifying and stressful was one of history. Not because of the subject itself, because of Miss Roy, our history teacher. She was so strict that in her class, discipline was at its peak. Revising your previous lecture and completing your homework was not optional. And if you dare to not comply with that, she had this long stainless steel scale with which she used to give autographs on our tiny little hands. One random day, it was a chilly winter morning, and just like today, she began her lecture. And out of nowhere, Harsh, stand up. Tell me, who was the third ruler of Mughal Sultanate and in which year he became king? I was startled. Fortunately, I knew the answer. Ma'am, Akbar, he became the third ruler of Mughal Sultanate at the age of 13 in the year 1526. Harsh, are you sure? Of course, ma'am. Yes, yes. Harsh, Akbar did become the third ruler of Mughal Sultanate at the age of 13, but in the year 1556, not 26. Oh God, like those who have studied history, this kind of mistake happens when you mug up a lot of dates. But the thing is, it was her rule in the class that if you don't know the answer, accept it, but never answer it wrong. The whole class went dead silent. There was a pin drop silence. She told Harsh, remove your left gloves and raise your left hand right now. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. It will really hurt. It's so cold. This kind of mistake will never happen again. I will revise my lecture really good from next time. Yes, you should, but you will be punished for this time. Ma'am, please forgive me this time. Harsh, I have to teach the class. Raise your hand right now. And then I raised my left hand. And finally, she hit me so hard that it broke the silence of the room, leaving me on the verge of crying. But I did not cry. But that day I realized one thing. मर्द को भी दर्द होता है. Somehow I associated this whole event and blamed it to the subject itself, to history. I went back to home with a very ruined vibe and mood. My father asked me, Harsh, how was your day? And I exploded. I started ranting about everything, the subject, classroom, teachers. Why should I read history? Why should I read something that has already happened, that I can't change? Why should I remember wars that I never saw? Why should I remember the lineage of kings that I'm not related to? Why should I remember Akbar's lineage when I don't know my own lineage beyond my grandfather? And these teachers, they think they are the kings and queens. Let me tell you, classroom is their kingdom. Beyond that, they are nothing. And history, I think this is a subject for losers, those who do not have the caliber to study science. And in this emotional outburst, I forgot two important facts. First, my father is also a teacher. Second, he's a history teacher. I apologized immediately. He smiled and said, Harsh, imagine if some person wakes up from a coma and he has no memory of his past, what would he do? What would his reaction be to the entire thing? How would his actions be justified? And this is the sole reason why we study history. Wow. This gave me an entirely different perspective to look at this subject. Then we studied together. And later on, I realized history is the largest data set of human behavior. I stopped seeing dates. I stopped mugging up dates. I started watching cause and effect, timelines, and history reveals patterns. It do not let you make the similar mistakes. If we do not study what happened at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, how can we come as a global community to never repeat it? If you are interested in science, look at the history of science, how wars has driven innovations, aircrafts, radar, and what not. Right now, irrespective of how much I used to dislike this subject, I believe this subject is really important and deeply interesting. And whenever I had to understand any geopolitical event, I go down into the history of it to build a very solid, neutral, contextual baseline. Just like history, I believe every subject is important and interesting. Somehow, if we are disliking any subject, it often comes from how we were exposed to it, how we were taught philosophy, literature, law, arts, medicine. Every one of them matters. Every one of them is important. Right now, if you are trying to explore any subject and you are not liking it, it's neither that the subject is bad or neither that you are dumb enough to understand it. You just need to start it from scratch. You need to just rewind everything and restart because right now there is something like this in between. Over to you, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Harsh for his storytelling. His speech actually reminded me of my history teacher. Let's come back. Let's come back. Um, just wanted to, I think, yeah, actually, his story reminded me of my history teacher who used to say, Bhavesh, history is his story, right? And those were simpler times, misogynistic and patriarchal statements like these, they used to pass without any controversy. So now we'll change it to say, history is the story of his and her, them. But what a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Harsh. I will allow all the people 1 minute of space for actually providing feedback to Toastmaster Harsh. You can actually give the feedback in the Zoom chats or in the WhatsApp group. And I'm so sorry, I actually forgot to do the same for Vibanshu's speech. If you guys remember the Vibanshu speeches as well, please feel free to provide him the feedback as well. Please take a couple of minutes. Hirdusha is saying for Toastmaster Vibanshu, you spoke an inspiring speech where everybody rethinks about choosing Toastmasters and without delaying the upcoming opportunities. She spoke like a VPPR, truly. Thank you so much for your feedback, Toastmaster. Hirdusha. Keep the feedback rolling, guys. Toastmaster Vibanshu has some feedback for Toastmaster Harsh. You used great storytelling and the speech was full of humor for sure. Whole speech was constructive with a great message. He's your speech evaluator as well, Toastmaster Harsh, along with Toastmaster Anil. Just waiting for one more feedback, guys, then we'll continue. Lakshya is saying for Toastmaster Vibanshu, great takeaway message and personal share of story. Amazing use of stage and gestures, +1 to that. And for Harsh, great vocal variety usage, great example for me to give my next level speech with the same goal. Keep going. Thank you so much for all the feedbacks, guys. Moving on to the last speaker of the day in this section, who is going to be Toastmaster Sagar. Toastmaster Sagar, are you there on the virtual dais?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. But before I give the virtual dais to Toastmaster Sagar, would like to invite his speech evaluator, who's going to be Toastmaster Tharshan. Are you there?
Yes, am I audible? Hi, Bhavesh, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay.
Great to see you after a long while.
I am regular since 3 meetings.
I am coming after a quarter.
Same.
Great. I think the virtual dais is all yours for explaining the speech objectives of your target speaker. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Tharshan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavesh, for inviting me on the virtual stage. Well, our third speaker is Toastmaster Sagar, and he's having his icebreaker today. And many congratulations to the dear Toastmaster for joining the Toastmaster fraternity. And the speech is from the level 1, project 1, which is called, and the pathway is presentation mastery. It's a icebreaker speech, and title of the speech is From Struggle to Strength. I urge the supplementary evaluators to please keep a watch on the timings, grammar, and the filler sounds and filler words. I present my evaluation in the general evaluation segment. I hand over the stage back to Mr. Toastmaster, and all the very best to the speaker.
Thank you so much. A big round of applause for the speech evaluator. Toastmaster Sagar, I can't see you actually.
I'm there.
Okay, yes. Great. Toastmaster Sagar, struggle to strength, struggle to strength. Toastmaster Sagar.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. How many of you have seen Tare Zameen Par? I'm sure I can see here most of the people have seen this movie. I'm going to share you a similar story, what you have seen in Tare Zameen Par. But the only difference is I am the character in my story. To begin with, I had two amazing sisters. Both of them were toppers, not only in studies, but also in the sports. And guess what? They used to lose a single digit marks, and I used to gain single digit marks. My entire schooling went through. I passed only because my parents were very close friends of my principal. I remember just before 10th board exams, my principal called my mom and said, Sagar at 39 and 41, do you think we should let him to sit for the examinations? And my mom was See, anyways, he is going to lose if you don't sit for the exam. So let's give him a try. My mom took a month leave just so that I can pass. And I passed during that time. Now coming forward, my sister joined the most prestigious college, JMC Mumbai. I joined a private institute for doing engineering. First semester, I had 5 subjects, I had 5 backs. So in second semester, my only aim was to clear 7 subjects so that if I'm having 4 backlogs, I can go for the second year. There I met first mentor of my life. He, he made me realize why it is important to study and how am I going to achieve my targets. So my dear friends, Toastmasters give you an excellent platform where you have your own mentors and mentees. I think all of us should utilize this platform. So what I gained from there was everyone, when everyone was thinking that I won't be able to pass my first year, I passed with a distinction. Now, one thing my mentor always said me was prepare your best and be ready for the worst. During my graduation, I met 3 jewels of my life. I not only made memories with these people, all of us coming from the same background because we were in a private institute whose recognition was it is just behind a chai tapri. It was that well-known college where even local residents of that area didn't know the name of my college. But down the line of 3 years, all 3 of us joined one of the most prestigious institutes. One joined Kanpur, one joined Kharagpur, and third one joined IIM Lucknow. My second struggle started in 2014. I was somewhere in middle of just reaching somewhere, but unable to crack. I was trying to aim prestigious government institutes for scientific positions. I was in waiting list from ISRO. I was waiting list from NAL. I was waiting list in HAL. I was waiting list in ADA. I went in a depression for almost a year because I was almost nearby of it, but I was not able to achieve it. That time, the same mentor who helped me to push me tried to connect with me, but I was not in a position to answer any of the calls. He used to speak with my mom. 2 of my friends traveled from Kanpur all the way to Mumbai just to see in December, am I doing good? So somewhere in 2023, I joined the position which I was supposed to join in 2014. One thing I learned at that time, that though I joined a very small college during my graduation, but I not only made memories with my friends or few people in my life, but I was able to pick handful of people, those who can stand with me during worst phase of my life. For me, success is not something lucrative, but it is both sides of a coin where success and failure are the flip of the coins. For me, success is failures to another failure without losing enthusiasm. So, my dear friends, what I wanted to share with you today is it's not a paradox if you are struggling today, but be ready. If it's not that you're a weak, but you are just preparing for something. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sagar, for that inspirational, motivational. I think I can use a lot of adjectives there, but it was like one hell of a powerful speech, if I may say so. 1 minute of space for all of you to give feedback to Toastmaster Sagar. Um, Also, I think it was your icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Sagar, if I'm not mistaken. Can we please give him a standing ovation for that and a big round of applause? You should have a smile on your face, Toastmaster Sagar. We all stood up for your appreciation. Anyways, thank you so much. Yeah, 1 minute of space for all of you to give feedback to him. You can use the Zoom chat feature as well or the WhatsApp groups. Meanwhile, the feedbacks are coming in. Can I please again request the Zoom participants to come on the videos? Names are doing no good to me and to all of us. Your faces would do much better. Thank you so much. Look at the power I'm having. 6 women they came on the video cam. Thank you so much, guys. Lakshya, I'm seeing after such a long time. How are you doing, Lakshya? Okay, Harsh is saying that Sagar truly motivating speech. And finally, the ice is broken, for sure. Dikshita is saying kudos on your icebreaker speech. She loved the way you improvised and seamlessly incorporated the word and phrase of the day. Best wishes to you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dikshita, for that feedback. Just waiting for Lakshya is saying, congratulations on the icebreaker. I could feel the courage you had garnered to give this speech. Keep going. A great speech, motivating, and a great message. I like the way you gave your speech while standing. Yes, it makes a huge difference when you're actually giving your speech through Zoom. Great. Thank you so much for your feedbacks. And thank you so much for coming on the videos as well, guys. Okay, coming back to the theme. We are ready for some jamming sessions, and jamming sessions not on music but on certain ideas which might help you and I to build our confidence, to build the center, to realign. And all these words are very, very important. At the same time, they are bringing a certain kind of paradox as well, if I may say so. And why it is giving that kind of an impression is because while coming on the stage, we all know what we want to say, what we should be saying, how we should be saying, our tonality, our gestures, our body language. We know everything here, but seldom it happens that our body, our throat, our expressions are able to match up to the expectations we have curated in our brain. Or it happens for you. At least for me, it is very difficult for me to actually conquer that skill. But let's jam now. Any ideas on the top of your heads which might help us to recenter? Because while standing on this stage, you cannot deny the fact that you feel overwhelmed all the time. You are not in your natural senses. You are giving a performance, right? It's like a dance form. You are choreographed. But how can we be more natural? How can we strike this, if I may say so, balance of being very organic, very natural, yet crafted? Any top of your mind thoughts, guys?
Breathing.
Breathing is a wonderful way.
Slowing down and taking more.
100%.
For me, I think it would be the framework. Your speech should be divided into parts. So you can be focused on first part where you want to go speak, second what will be the part, third. It's very tough to remember the entire context.
Yeah.
But by the parts, you will feel next. You can, by maybe only 2-3 points, you can speak over these. The first I'm going to start with this, middle I will this, and then conclude.
I hope we are actually audible in the room to the Zoom participants. You are able to hear us properly, right? what Anil sir just said. Okay, Rashmi wanted to say something.
You're on the stage, you're so overwhelmed, heart is beating so fast. Just slow down, trust ourselves, choose calm.
Great suggestion, great advice. Can any of you give me a situation where you were able to implement this suggestion? Choosing calmness over chaotic mind. Any example from your workplace, Toastmaster? Because it is the root cause, right? Your mind is chaotic. It's actually curating 1,000 different thoughts at the same time, but you need to be like singularly focus on what you really want to convey and how you want to convey. So, any example from your life situations, from your work life, etc., where you might have implemented? Yes, Anil sir.
So I can give you, like I was giving my first speech as a country head just 3 months before. And when I started, I was confident. In between, I was just going here and there. But my agenda was set only for 2 points, two things I wanted to convey with the team. So only when I was going here, there, I came back to those two things. When I mentioned that these are the two actions which I'm going to implement, again, I came back to my routine, my confidence, and I was conscious again, conscious back again. And then I was aware of these 2 points. So I stress over only these 2 points. Maybe this is the way how it helped me.
It is a great suggestion to actually come back to the intent which you are speaking with, right? The moment I started this session, I was all over the place. I'm a little under the weather. I'm coming on the stage after a quarter. And I didn't know like how I'm going to curate my words, my sentences, etc. But the flip side of this coin is that I knew the intent in my heart. The intent was what? To jam on the ideas, to share the story which I had experienced yesterday morning, and that's it. If your intent is something which is like very, very concise, clear to you, your audience will understand. But now comes the presentation part of it, the delivery part of it. You need to add some flair to your body language, as we say. You need to change your vocal variety, as we say. You need to use good English, as we say. So there are 1,000 different things you need to take care of while conveying the intent as well. So how do we do that now? Any examples?
Like, I think that helps me. Imagine that the audience is on your side. They are your friends. They won't judge you. This, if I think in that manner, that gives me like confidence.
I do have a question on this suggestion actually. Imagine your worst enemy in your life. The person who betrayed you, broke your heart, etc., etc. He or she is stepping on the stage. Would you wish for him or her to fumble? Or to forget? Or to screw up? If you are wishing that, you are the evilest person in the history of mankind. Because you've actually gone through the same phase yourself. I wouldn't wish this to my worst enemy out there. So I think to Harsh's, suggestion, if we can just somehow make ourselves believe that whosoever is watching us is actually in our code. He or she is my friend, or he or she is vouching for me in the audience. But again, the paradox of this situation is for some people, I have realized that if in the entire audience, if they have somebody as their friends, relatives, they get more nervous because they know them. At least for me, it happens. If I am addressing an audience in which I know nobody, I feel bloody confident. I don't have to take your feedback. I don't consider your feedback. You are not significant and valuable to me. But had it been my friend, my relative, anybody who wishes good upon me, I would have been hell nervous. So in the contest season, we all are amicable people. We know each other. We are good acquaintances and I think slash friends to each other. How do we get over this fear? And if you are like me, if you get nervous talking to your known ones, then any suggestion? Vivanshu.
One thing I learned from one of the speakers, Simon, he said, like, when we are going to deliver the speech, most of the people are thinking that I want to do best. So instead of thinking this, start thinking about the audience, that the message that I'm delivering, it is not for me, it's about the audience. So there's something important that I want to share for other people that is good for them. So when we are considering in this way, we are more fluent, and like our focus is not on what we know, it will be more on the serving part. So it will affect better.
Now, again, a great suggestion, but just as a conclusive thought, and then we'll jump into the section as well. Again, there are two sides to this coin. Yeah, sorry. I think Sachin, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Yes, yes. Just wanted to add related to your example. So, what I believe that when we are on the stage, on the podium, and there are a lot of audience sitting in front of us, if we consider ourselves in a talkative way, like we are having a conversation with any person instead of performance, then automatically the fumbleness and the level of surprise we have in our mind, that we need to perform, instead of considering ourselves that we need to perform, it's just like if we consider that we are just having a conversation with anyone in the who is sitting in front of us, then automatically all that things become as minimum as possible, what I believe. So
Great advice. Any counter thought on that? Anybody would like to be the devil's advocate there? From the Zoom participant, I'm actually expecting some responses from the Zoom people. Yes, Datusha, please go ahead.
Yes. So when it comes to when we are on stage, we always feel nervous and we always feel overwhelmed and we forget about the script, right? It's very normal. So I got an advice from my mentor, like for past few years ago. I was at a division level contest, speech contest. So I was really nervous. I was really nervous. It's gonna be funny, okay? It's nothing gonna be very serious. I was really nervous because whoever came to that contest, all are like 10 years of experiences in Toastmasters Club, and they are already a great speakers. And I'm a little girl who, for the first time, I just saw the division level contest, and I thought, okay, I'm not gonna do it. Seriously, I was like near to the door, and next speaker, I'm the one. So I say to the mentor, and I say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I can't do it. I'm shivering. I forgot all the scripts. So I can't do it. And she said me that just imagine, just simply imagine, because I was a little girl. So she was like, just imagine the audience have coconut heads. Just imagine they all are coconuts. They don't know anything. They know nothing. They can't even understand what you are talking about. They don't know English even. They don't know what is mean by contest. So you are the great speaker. You are the best one. So you gonna teach them how to speak. So whether whatever you're going to speak, it's from your heart. Just imagine that they don't know anything. Maybe it may sound so mean and rude, but at that point, I felt like, yes, I'm the one. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest speaker, and nobody knows about anything. So I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna explode that hall, and I will come back. So I did it, and I got second place. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, it worked. It really worked. So they announced my name, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, I did it. So that it's like a funny advice that I had, but till now I'm using it. So whoever I'm speaking in front of, I feel like, okay, they don't know what I'm going to talk. So whatever I'm talking, I already planned, prepared, and planned. So yes, that's how I explored the things. It may help the other members. Just imagine. Okay, that's what I wanted to share.
Whenever you'll be sitting in the audience next, we'll be thinking that you have the coconut head, Nirdusha.
Obviously, you should.
Okay, thank you so much. Just one last thought from Komal I'll take.
Yes, the same kind of experience I had also. Like earlier, I used to, whenever I join any meeting or I have to express my thought, that time I used to think that, like whatever I will say, they are already a great speaker. Whatever I say, like it won't be impressive. What they will think about me. So after that, I have changed one mind shift that okay, this time I will not impress them. I will only express my ideas, my thought, whatever in my heart I will say. And that will help me to grow become a better speaker. So this thing helped me a lot to share my thoughts.
I think a big round of applause for that suggestion. And why am I? It actually hit home to me because in our lives we are working for the impressions. But if we'll just express ourselves, impressions would follow. Yeah. So we have the contest season coming us. It is dawning upon us, as we say. Just work for the expressions, and impressions would follow. And if we can just, I think all of us, if we can just come together in a unison to help each other, I think we all are going to do wonders in the contest season. Yeah. So good luck and all the very best. With that, let us move into the second section. I know that we're actually running late. It is going to be the table topic session, and I'm going to hand over the virtual dais to Toastmaster Pallavi. A bit about her. She's an amazing performer, if I may say so. She loves to dance her heart out. She knows hip hop and jazz, which is like amazing. She's a dog lover as well. And I think work wise, you can introduce yourself. But would love the opportunity to give this virtual dice to you, Toastmaster Pallavi. A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for day. I have a shaky internet at my end, so if I get disconnected, pardon me. Um, I'm Pallavi Singh. I will be conducting table topic round today. Before we dive into the round, I want to ask one question to everyone in the audience. How many of you like to plan their lives? I do. Please raise your hand. Okay, I could see a lot of hand raise. How many of you feel that their life does not go as a plan? So how many of you feel that their life does not go as they plan? Oh my God, I can feel you so much right now. Yes. So table topic is about the same thing, about the same feeling. You're standing on the stage expecting a topic in your mind that you want to talk about so and so, but the table topic master gives you a topic which is unexpected. And with that, there's a pressure that you have to think on the feet and then deliver. So there's so much things which you have to do in 1 to 2 minutes. First, think. Second, frame your thought into a proper story. And third is delivery. So definitely it's a skill set. And this skill set takes time and practice, a lot of practice. But that does not mean that we don't start. So I would request Toastmasters and even guests to hone the skill and give yourself this opportunity to practice, because Toastmaster definitely gives you a non-judgmental area, a non-judgmental audience. So please use this opportunity. With that, I would ask who gonna go first. I'm waiting. I'm ready with my topic.
We have one
Yes.
volunteer from the room.
Okay. Who is that? Please come on the stage and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Aditya.
Aditya. Okay. Great, Aditya. Lot of courage. You're a guest.
No, I'm a member,
You remember.
not
Okay.
regular.
Okay. So huge amount of courage it takes to go first. Bravos to you for that. Okay. Aditya, um, your topic. If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be and why? If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be and why? Aditya.
There have been lot of instances in my life where, as Toastmaster today said, that we have to be centered. And I think this is one of the most important skill to have. Either you are speaking as a tabletop speaker, you're performing somewhere, or maybe dancing your jazz skill, a jazz dance. A lot of places, right? Recently, what happened? So I've been playing guitar for past 4-5 years irregularly. And I knew that I have to progress somewhere. I saw an email in my inbox which said that there would be an audition for rock band, which they have been performing for past few years. And I thought that I don't know how to sing. I barely play guitar properly. What should I do? But I got the courage. I took my guitar and sat right at the back. And I was contemplating at that point of time, what should I do? Should I perform or should I not? I'm a vice president. What will they think? There are a lot of analysts and associate. They will definitely make fun of me. And at that time, I was trying to be centered. And it's a paradox. When you think that you have to perform like in table topics, you somehow mess it up. But if you are not thinking or you're not structuring anything before you're going on the stage, somehow you give the best performance when you're on the stage. And while I was just taking breathing, and just focusing on something else, that I'm sitting on a beach, I realized that one of the band member was one of my friend, and he called me up on stage that, Aditya, why don't you come and perform? It was a very difficult one. Song Layla from Eric Clapton. It is an acoustic version. I don't know whether you guys have heard or not. I closed my eyes because I didn't want to see the audience and also their reactions. And I performed something. And I picked up my guitar and went away. Next day, I found out that I was selected in the band. And it was not because I was able to sing properly, maybe because of a little bit of guitar skills. But I think that I was the only one who was able to perform a full song on the stage in that point of time. And I realized that just because I was being centered, I was focusing on breathing and not thinking what exactly or how exactly I'm going to perform on the stage, that actually helped me to get the best out of myself over there. And I think that's the one skill I would like to have every time, whatever I'm doing everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. It was great listening to your experience. Who is going second? I could see a couple of hand raise. Avni and Sagar. I think who raised first? Avni? Okay, Sagar will go. You'll have a third position. Okay, Avni, Toastmaster Avni. What's the funniest thing that has happened to you recently? What's the funniest thing that has happened to you recently? Toastmaster Avni.
Life is full of beautiful memories, moments, and reflections sometimes. Every day, I have one or the other funny moment. Again, let me remind you, I'm a brand new mother and I have a 9-month-old baby. One of the funniest thing in this milestone of my baby's development, every relative of mine is actually pestering my child to say their name. Say Masi, say Mama, say Papa, say Dada, say Dadi. Everybody is just waiting for that one small coo and that small name that comes from my baby's mouth first. And everybody is actually bidding on it. That, whatever the first word of my baby is going to be, that name, that person will be the most loved by him. And I'm there back in the silence in the backyard, and I'm waiting. When do they even know that I am also there in the group, in the room? And what about mama? I hope that is the first word. Okay, and then we just went out for an evening, like a dinner. And then suddenly, we were ordering a lot of cute cuisines. It was my father-in-law's birthday, so we ordered pizza, pasta, great dishes. Everybody was ordering their own, what their likes and dislikes, and everybody was just talking about this pan-fried pizza that was like a specialty of this cafe. And we thought, okay, let's just uh, order that. And when it came to us, and the waiter said, hello, good evening. Here is your pan fried pizza. And guess what? My baby uttered the word pizza. So so everybody in the room, they were like looking at each other, and I was laughing. It was so hilarious that there was no other name, that the first word was pizza. It was one of the most funniest moment, because everybody wanted to relate to it. These milestones are really special for everybody to I would also have a record book that I keep for his milestones. And I was so happy that this is one of the funny instances that I'm going to tell my baby once he grows up. That was no mama, no papa, nothing. It was all pizza. So I'm sure he's an Italian lover for some back time. So yeah, I think these moments, and I can actually remember a lot of these moments that happen on a day-to-day basis. Motherhood is special for me. Every day is special, and I am loving this moment with him every day. He's also probably he's made me realize that slowing down and being living in the present gives you a lot of memories, and life is not too serious, and we should just relax and take it in the flow. Thank you, and over back to you, Toastmaster Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avni. That was such a wonderful experience you shared. And especially, I'm like I assuming that there are a lot of pizza lover in the room. And with the speech, of course, you delivered a message. So we should opt for slow living for sure. I think Toastmaster Sagar, you're going next. Uh, Team, we are like running out of time, so I'll just take a couple of more table topics. So please please be prepared. Uh, to Sachin, okay. Sagar, Toastmaster Shag.
I'm there.
Okay, so who is going next? Toastmaster Sagar, right? Okay. Sachin, we will do your next. Toastmaster Sagar, describe a moment when things didn't go as planned but turned out better. Describe a moment when things didn't go as planned but turned out better. Toastmaster Sagar.
Things that didn't went as per plan, but
Yes,
went better.
better.
I began my journey somewhere in 2019 for Toastmasters. I gave my first icebreaker after 9 months. It took almost 9 months for me to give my first, I would say, prepared speech. That was mainly when I became an EXPON member. I remember my first thing was secretary. And then I started giving back to back speeches. What I learned during that time was, unless I took a part, became an active member, I just thought from outside it's really good. But then I started learning the challenges of Toastmasters and how to overcome those things. So I think when you see the other part of the story, you always see the grass is greener on the other side. But things are not the way you think. And down the line, I not only endorsed leadership when I was growing with Toastmasters, but also I became a part of a club where it started from 8 people to strength of 41 people. So yeah, there was a time we were struggling to get members, to a time where we had to split into two groups. Back to you, table topic master Pallavi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. The Toastmaster Sachin.
Yes. Thank you, Pallavi.
Toastmaster Sachin, what skill do you think is most important for success today? What skill do you think is most important for the success today? Toastmaster Sachin.
That's a very interesting question, I can say. And I believe everybody in this room and online attending this meeting can relate that. The one most important skill nowadays is like how you present yourself, uh, how the ideas in your mind can be delivered in a much better manner, and whatever you are thinking in your mind can be delivered in the same way what you are thinking, so that the listener and the person who is attending your speeches and attending and listening you can uh, understand the message what exactly you want to deliver. uh, I'll relate this with one of the example. I was preparing for one of the top Fortune 500 investor presentation, and we have worked a lot on that. Next day, we need to present that investor presentation in front of the investors, and there are a lot of cures that investors know much more what we know about the company, but we need to deliver something which is impactful for them, so that they can invest in that company. So there are a lot of key points. There are a lot of KPIs where the company was performing very well. That was like certain insights what we come across when we are working for that company. And when I started presenting my presentation, I looked out at the faces. Everybody was like very old people, I can say, and they are staring at me like I have done something wrong with them. So I started with very gentle and very soft tone that this company has performed in this area much better way. And on the basis of that, once the presentation got completed, I come across that whatever was in my mind, I delivered in the same way what I want to. So to conclude my topic, the most important skill as of now is like presentation skills, how you are presenting yourself, and that is why we all are here in the Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. We are just taking one last topic so that we can conclude the meeting on time. So Toastmaster Komal has already raised hand. Toastmaster Komal, if your life has a tagline, what would it be? If your life had a tagline, what would it be? Toastmaster Komal.
If our life had a tagline, so for me, that grow and find the opportunities, go get out and work on yourself. So in these, like, for last few years I have been working and I have experienced that when you work on yourself, on your growth, it would help you to, you know, grow in life and become a better person each and every day. So take 1%, become a 1% better each and every day. Try to do something that help you to be better. So that is one thing that I would working on it, and I would say that this is my tagline. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Komal. With that, we are concluding our table topic round, and I'll hand over the stage back to our team of the day, Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Patabi. A big hand for her. Ladies and gentlemen. And that wonderful session. A lot of thought-provoking thoughts there, and of course, your key takeaways were also impeccable, if I may say so. Great. I think we are running short on time. Because of that, without any further ado, I'll just quickly check key takeaways from this meeting very quickly in one sentence from everybody. We'll start from Anil.
Be more centered.
Be more centered. Anil sir,
What was your question?
one key takeaway from this meeting.
I would say the learnings everyone which shared how to be in your speech to come back. So to be centered.
To be centered, Harsh. Breathe more and be centered, Rashmi. Trusting yourself. Yes, you have to get rid of the self-doubt. Yes, of course. I don't know your name, sir. Sambhav. Yes, please. Key takeaway.
But the key takeaway would be how different people react when they have to deliver something publicly and how each one has their ways of overcoming that fear.
Yeah.
So that seems quite
Great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sambhav. Dikshita. Coconut heads. Coconut heads. Thanks, Nirdusha. We'll come to you. Sorry. History.
To know the history for the better base.
Yeah, to know the history for sure. And we should all read Sapiens, a brief history of humankind. Yeah, Bimanshu.
For me, it is related to my goal. Actually, I want to complete 3 levels.
3 levels in a year to be great, great, great. Yes, I see Sachin. Key takeaway from the meeting.
I can relate Vibhanshu's speech that do some courage to do something new.
Courageous nature, for sure. Komal.
Struggle to strength. Actually, I have a takeaway from Sagar's speech that he had struggle and then right now shows the strength to come up and sharing the speech.
Strength comes from struggle, for sure. Avni.
Yeah, I think just be yourself, put your heart in the speech, do it as you're having a conversation and being authentic about it. So it will automatically connect to your audience.
Authentic conversation, guys. Yes, Pallavi, I see your hand raised.
I learned from Toastmaster Avni's to table topic speech. Love pizza and slow living. So keep loving pizza and slow live.
And keep working out after that as well.
Of course.
We are okay. So okay, Saurav said. Shubhangi. Shubhangi, you there?
Yeah. Actually, from Nidusha's word, that people uh, besides you are just coconuts, they don't know anything when you are delivering the speech on public. So just trust yourself and deliver the things.
Coconut heads is actually favorite unanimously. So we'll come to you last. We're left with Darshan. Darshan, please go ahead.
The meeting quite mix of the things where Saga delivered about struggle to strength, and but I loved the how Avni processed her table topic speech. It was really great to listen there about that pizza thing.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Yes, Lakshya.
Embrace the uncomfortable situations.
Embracing the uncomfortable situation. Yes, it is actually an uncomfortable situation to be on the stage. So kudos for that message. Thank you so much. Sagar.
History lets you learn from your own mistakes.
Sorry, can you come again? History likes you.
History lets you learn from your own mistakes. That is one thing I will take away from today's meeting.
Very deeply meaningful. Thank you so much. So, Lats, the coconut head person, Nirdusha.
I think my coconut advice really affected the people. Thank you so much for that. And actually, I learned from all three speakers to grab your opportunities on time, never delay your opportunities. And yes, as Toastmaster Sagar said, history will like not let you down with your mistakes, but it always like keep you to move forward with your mistakes and just do better for the next time. And the third speaker, I don't, yeah, Sagar, yes. From him, what I learned, as Toastmaster Komal said, that strength. We should have a great strength to achieve more and more, especially Toastmasters Club. Is That's why we are here and we are spending our weekends with a very grateful meaning. So three speakers really inspired me. So thank you so much, and today's meeting was great.
Since you are actually speaking and online, we would love for you to actually come up with your evaluation report, because it's the space for the last section of the meeting, and it is going to be the general evaluation, I think, section. So I'd love for you to come on the virtual as you are already, and please share your report with your tag team. Over to you. A big hand for the ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. And yes, I'm again, for the benefit of our members and guests, here I am again to conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. So I'll be calling on a team to assist me with giving feedback to our speakers, and I will evaluate the entire meeting at the end. So as I said before. So let me welcome our first speaker's evaluator, Toastmaster Rashmi, to evaluate the speech that is given by Toastmaster Vivanshu.
A
So,
big hand,
Toastmaster.
gentlemen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nirdusha. Okay, a quick show of hands if you felt that Toastmaster Vibhanshu's speech made us introspect, made us think about that one thing that matters the most. Wonderful. So, Toastmaster Vibhanshu, your speech was introspective, thoughtful, and universally relatable. Now, let me start unraveling about the three best things that I loved about your speech. First is an amazing, powerful opening. You started with a question that drew everyone's attention and made us believe that we can trust you as a speaker, as an audience. We can trust you as an audience that you're delivering something important, a valuable thing for all of us. Second thing is the powerful transformational storytelling. A great ability of a good speaker is to walk us through the transformation from point A to B. And in your story, we saw that transformation. The moment where you were stuck, when you realized that, public speaking is important for you to achieve a lot of things in your life. And then you walked us through that transformation, how you achieved that. So you stated the problem, the moment, how you felt that, how everything made you feel a little low, and why you needed, and what action you took. So that transformation inspired us. Third, I believe every speech should have a CTA, a call to action, and that is the soul for the speech. And your speech had it. So one recommendation there I have for you is, when you inspired us that there are a lot of times when we are not ready, when we are waiting for that perfect moment. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. We are always contemplating, there is always a fear, uncertainty, and reasons to delay. But the real confidence comes from showing up. You showed up in our meeting, you come every day, at least 30 minutes early, and set up everything. You prepare your speeches, you prepare your roles. So that made us feel, that inspired us, that confidence comes from the courage to show up. And you did that. So kudos to you. One recommendation I have for you here is, when you are doing the closing part, your message was powerful. But one recommendation there is just to slow down, because you were delivering the message so speed that it did not land well with the audience. You have to make us think our situation. The message should be for the audience. I know you were excited about delivering your story, which is great. but the message should land to the audience and make them think about their one thing that matters to them the most. So that is the one recommendation I have for you. And if you implement this, I think you will take your speech to the next level. And all the very best for completing more and more speeches and achieving the Triple Brown Award in future. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rashmi. And next evaluator would be Toastmaster Anil for the speech of Toastmaster Harsh. So I would like to call Toastmaster Anil on stage.
Yeah. So, Toastmaster Harsh, what a great speech. And frankly saying, as you mentioned in last meeting, you have just completed 6 months. And I was not expecting such a excellent speech from you. The way you started with the most burning issue which is going on in NCR, that is AQI. And then you paused. You stopped to show us the breathing. That was fantastic. Then you started going through your history class teacher journey and you ask a question to everyone. So you grabbed everyone's attentions on you. That was good. You mentioned very clearly an incident you took all of us in 2013 in your seventh grade, seventh class, right? Then you mentioned in a very humorous way your history class teacher. That was amazing. And the entire momentum you made very humorous and very light to everyone. So that was good. The way you mentioned your teacher, her stick, that was amazing. And the best part was every time we were pausing and we were feeling we are looking something live, which is going on in between you and your teacher. That was amazing and something that was something for me to learn. So which is good. The best part which I liked during your speech was your body language, body pauses mostly, and your cohesiveness with your actions, what you are doing with your words. Both were unanimous, right? Both were aligning with each other. That was the great part. And as I mentioned, I was feeling like I'm seeing a live scenes in between you and your teacher. Amazing. Kudos. The way you turn around your entire speech. But even before coming to that, one example which you gave to us, or one dialogue, "Mard ko dard hota hai," that was also something good to again make the atmosphere light and humorous. That was good. Then at last, the way you turn your story by bringing your father as a history teacher, yeah, that was something. Yeah, so I would say that was kind of a paradox for us to come back to, but the entire story converted to your father. Good. Right. And at last, I would say the way you concluded, okay, the importance of history, we should all go, we should learn. That was also something good. And in a very well way, you concluded your story. So I would say your overall speech was fantastic. Your good body language, good pauses, and examples which are being said by you. And you tried to keep the entire momentum in a lively manner, which was something everyone was engrossed. Even you were engrossed in your speech. You were going deep in each and every activities. You were displaying it in a very lively manner. So that's something amazing. Uh, in takeaways, I would say only two things which I think if something can be improved, it can also further enhance your performance. One point is in between, if you find you can use your legs movement as well, somewhere maybe you can use the stays in between. That would also help you to engross with a wider audience. And second, some examples. You gave some examples of Hiroshima, Nagasaki. It is good to read history, but something you can relate to with you as well. One or two example. When you started reading history, how it changed your life, your knowledge, something. So only these two things. Again, at last, it was an excellent speech. So that's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil. And the next evaluator is Toastmaster Darshan for the speech of Toastmaster Sagar. So, Toastmaster Darshan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Can you let me know if I'm audible because I'm using a mic now? Okay, perfect. So, first of all, many congrats to the speaker, Toastmaster Sagar, for breaking the ice as a ritual and maneuvered the ship into the ever-flowing ocean of Toastmasters. Welcome back to Toastmasters, Toastmaster Sagar. And as he revealed in the table topics speech that he's also a Toastmaster earlier and he's coming back now. The speech reverberated around few things. It was a very congenial anecdote where there was education, hustling, and finding a support system in that. Hence, it was an inspirational anecdote, and it was a well curated speech. What is required to have an initial spark? A question. Have you watched the movie Tare Zameen Par? And initially, the audience got hooked. Tare Zameen Par. The speech title is Struggle, Success, something is cooking. What is cooking? So it's a wonderful mix of the feelings. Then I feel that as we are in the hybrid system and the speaker was in the standing position, which is a commendable thing, and lethargy of the chairs always tried to hit us, but the speaker was in well mannered in that particular aspect. The voice I could listen to each and every word, the crystal clear voice, and the vocal variety is quite subtle. It was very constant to be honest, and we could understand the whole throughout the speech, which helped us to get the perfect command over the thoughts, and that we were able to resonate with that. And I believe the speaker was very much interested in the content and context of the delivery. Hand gestures were absolutely adjusted time to time, and somewhere I witnessed the hands were getting overlapped in between into the gravity which I feel should be presented to the audience. And we always ensure that our palms are open towards the members. That signals the trust and the openness that you're delivering something for the members there. And moreover, I believe the comfort level was at the par with the content, and we were very much resonating with the speech. And the speaker was in quite engagement, and the stature and the body language was impeccable, to be honest. My takeaway from the speech is the quote shared by the speaker that success is something failure to failure without losing the enthusiasm. And that keeps the motivation going and always the person in the momentum. Our support system, that is, which I believe is our safety net, and that maintains our enthusiasm going, which is possible for us. And since it's your first speech in the Eloquent Toastmasters, that was your ability to share the anecdote, and which was in hindsight the universal experience for all of us, and that was quite inspirational. And I believe it was exceptional. And I wish to evaluate more in the future speeches. All the best. Over to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Darshan. And following that, it is important to get your message across in allowed time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. So our timer is Toastmaster Anil. To give his report, I would like to call you on stage.
Yeah, hi Toastmasters. So as I mentioned, I will monitor the time for prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation. So here are the results. So in prepared speeches, Vivanshu, you used 7 minutes 30 seconds. So you were just on the time, very well managed. Harsh, you used 7 minutes 16 seconds. So you were well within in the time. Sagar, you delivered your speech in 5 minutes 25 seconds. So you were within the time. Coming to table topics, yes, there are some disqualified uh, Toastmasters or guests because the topics were so interesting. Everyone just went into the topics and delivered, use more than time. So Aditya, you are disqualified. You used 2 minutes 56 seconds. Avni, you are also disqualified. You used 3 minutes 16 seconds. But yeah, the way you delivered was amazing. Sagar, you used 1 minute 16 seconds. Sachin, you managed to finish just on the time, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Komal, you used 1 minute 6 seconds. Coming to evaluation, Rashmi, you took 3 minutes 22 seconds. So you managed well within the time. Sorry, I crossed the time. I used 4 minutes 30 seconds. I'll take care of it from the next meeting. Darshan, you managed to finish within the time. You used 3 minutes 4 seconds. So this is the timing report. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil. And the next will be our grammarian, Toastmaster Avni, who has been tracking our use of the word and listening to our good uses of language as well as point for improvement. So, Toastmaster Avni.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Nidusha. So here's my grammarian report for today's meeting. Overall, I was very impressed with the level of language awareness today. Many speakers used strong vocabulary and communicated with clarity. I'm happy to share that the word of the day, paradox, and the phrase of the day, both sides of the same coin, was used by Toastmaster Saga, and it fits the context perfectly. Even our T-Mod Bhavesh used both the word and the phrase of the day in his speech, in his collaboration, calibration. Toastmaster Aditya used the word of the day during table topics, great presence of mind. And I also heard Toastmaster Anil use the word of the day in his evaluation, so great usage there. And thank you to everyone who encouraged speakers with a thumbs up. It added positive energy in the meeting. Language highlights. Toastmaster Vibhanshu used powerful words like articulate and reflection, which strengthened his message. Toastmaster Hirsch used rich vocabulary such as startled, truant, exploded, lineage, contextual. These words made the speech engaging and vivid. Toastmaster Rashmi used strong and expressive words like unraveling and contemplating, which added depth and clarity to her evaluation. Some gentle refinements or suggestions, as you may say. Instead of very famous, we can say popular. Instead of really good, we can say well. Instead of very solid, we can say robust. Remember, neither should be paired with nor. Instead of jumping jobs, we can say switched jobs. Instead of almost nearby, say near or almost close. And in you are not a weak, you remove the a part. So overall, today's meeting reflected mindful communication and strong listening skills. It was great to see the language used with intention and clarity. Truly, both sides of the same coin. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Nidusha.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Avni, for the solid explanation about your role and your report. Really impressive. And the next R counter, the R counter is, yeah. Yes, Toastmaster Sagar. Yes, yes. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nidusha, for calling the counter. Hi, everyone, back again with my detailed report, and I'm not impressed with the report. Let's start with Toastmaster Bhavesh, team mode. He gets me every time. You used so 3 times a word 1 time. And general evaluator Toastmaster Nidusha, you used 2 times. So 2 times. Timer, Toastmaster Anil, you used so word 5 times. And grammarian, kudos to you, no filler words. And come to the first section of the speech, prepared speeches. Toastmaster Bhivanshu, you used more than so what more than 5 times. And Toastmaster Hers, kudos to you, no filler words. Okay. And Toastmaster Sagar, you used so what 4 times. And come to the second section of that speech, table topic session, the table TTM, Toastmaster Pallavi, you used 2 times, so 4 times.
Toastmaster Aditya, kudos to you, no pillar words. And Toastmaster Avni, you used one time, so two times, one time. Toastmaster Sagar, you used to so word more than two. And Toastmaster Sachin, you used a word more than five times. So word four times. And last Toastmaster Komal, you used so word three times and one time. And the last section of the meeting evaluation, Toastmaster Rashmi, you used so what five times and one time. Toastmaster Anil, you used more than five words a word and so word five times. And last, Toastmaster Darshan, you used one time, so one time, and that's all the report. Back to the general available and you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saga, for the very descriptive explanation once again. And yes, and now it's my time to give some few comments since we are running out of the time. So timer, please monitor my time between 2 and 3 minutes. Yes. So, hi everyone again. Feedback is the best, feedback is the breakfast of champions. And we are Eloquent Toastmaster club members and we all are champions, right? So, here I am with my report. The meeting started on time, creating a positive flow. And Sergeant Adam clearly explained the meeting roles, and our president, Toastmaster Rashmi, warmly engaged with new guests and members and helping everyone feel comfortable. Toastmaster of the Day, Bhavesh, opened with an intriguing question and connected it effectively till the end. And his focus on real on stage challenges served as a timely reminder, especially with the upcoming contest just a week away. So, yeah, thank you. And the tag team presented well personalized reports, and both speakers and the evaluators performed their efforts efficiently perform their roles efficiently. And the speeches really featured continuous and engaging speeches we had, including inspiring talks by Toastmaster Vivanshu, and history and mystery speech by Toastmaster Harsh, and the valuable contribution about strength and how we have to go through in our life by Toastmaster Sagar. So overall, it was a very productive meeting with the scope of further improvement. And I have a small suggestion for Toastmaster of the Day. Your theme was finding our center together. Yes, you started the meeting with a question, but in today's meeting we had a lot of talks. We talked a lot, and sometimes I felt like members really zoned out in the mid. So you next time we can implement some engaging games, or like some kind of, other than talkings, we can just engage with the members in a very different and creative way. It's not for the Toastmaster of the Day, but for everyone who are presented there for the next meeting. So I hope the next meeting would be better and perfect as we expect. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. A big hand for her. Without any further ado, I would like to give the physical dais to our presiding officer, Rashmi. A big hand for her again. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Toastmaster Nadusha and for the Toastmasters of the Day for keeping the meeting so inspiring and engaging. Okay, so let's start with the voting. Voting link has been sent to our WhatsApp group. So please cast your vote to your best to best speakers and role players. It's been sent? Toastmasters, okay. So in the meantime, let's have feedback from the guests. So let me start with the in-person audience. What's your name, sir?
So I'm Sambhav. And
Yeah, would you like to come to the stage? Yeah.
So hi everyone present in the meeting as well. So I'm Sambhav and I'm Harsh's roommate actually. And so finally I came to know where he was spending his Saturdays. And seems that it's quite interesting. So in particular, it was like more than the public speaking part. The part which I more liked was that to get to know about the opinions and perspectives of like more than 15-20 people around in the room as well as in the meeting. And it's the different thoughts and the processes, and mostly the topics that were dealt with were quite close to my heart, like speaking publicly and being confident, and how different people deal with it in different ways. And it was definitely more productive than what I was supposed to do, and definitely more productive than the half a thousand reels I was about to watch. So yeah, it was a great session, and maybe someday I might be joining in as a speaker. Yeah.
Hope to see you in the next meeting. Let's start with the feedback from the online audience now. I am just changing the gallery view. Okay. So, guest Shubhangi, could you please share your experience?
Hi. I like the meeting. I have attended few Toastmaster clubs meeting as well, and today I like the whole topic. The topics that we were discussing that were like these are the reason that I was exploring the clubs, and all the topics were discussed here today, like why we fear when we speak or communicate. So I like the topic, and overall all the energy of the all the people who were delivering the speech.
Thank you, guest Shubhangi. If you have any questions and doubts regarding the Toastmasters and our meeting in general, reach out to Toastmaster Vibhanshu, our VB membership. He will be more than happy to guide you. Okay, so I think everyone has voted. Can you give me a quick show of hand? Everybody? Okay, so let's move on to the results. Okay, so for the best speech, we have Toastmaster Vibhanshu, Toastmaster Harsh, and Toastmaster Sagar. And the winner is, any guesses?
Toastmaster Harsh.
Yes, it's Toastmaster Harsh. Can anybody take picture? For the best Ox role player, we have Toastmaster Saurav, Toastmaster Avni, and Toastmaster Anil. Any guesses? Yeah. The winner is Toastmaster Avni. Let's spotlight Toastmaster Avni. Nirdusha, could you please help us with the screenshot? It's done. Thank you. Okay, for the best role player, we have Toastmaster Bhavesh, Toastmaster Nirdusha, and Toastmaster Pallavi. And the winner is Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, last is, okay, we have table topics also. For the best table topic speaker, the winner is, do you want to guess?
Avni.
Yes, it's Toastmaster Avni. We can use the same photo maybe. And for the best speech evaluator, we have Toastmaster Rashmi, Toastmaster Anil, and Toastmaster Darshan. The winner is Toastmaster Rashmi. Who wants to learn?
You can take a selfie.
Okay.
No, I'll take.
Thank you. All right, so before we wrap up the meeting and take a group photo, let's talk about the contest. Who all are participating? Wonderful. What about Toastmaster Dikshita? You're still thinking, okay. And from the online audience, who all are participating? Okay, we have Toastmaster Avni, Nirdusha. What about you, Darshan? Can you hear us? Are you participating in the contest?
Yeah, I've already filled the form.
Perfect. And what about the guests and new members? Toastmaster Sagar, Toastmaster Sachin, guest Sachin, Lakshir, Saurav. Okay. I thought okay, so we have I hope everybody has filled the form. right? So we have a dedicated WhatsApp group for the table topic and speech contest. I hope everyone has joined it.
Yes.
Right. So we have contest chair and chief judge both added in the table topic and speech contest. If you have any questions, doubts regarding the contest, reach out to DTM contest chair, DTM Bhudev Prakash. He will help you with all the rules and procedure of the contest. Okay, and for those of you who are still contemplating to participate, I think Toastmaster Vibhanshu has already inspired us by, sharing his story of coming up, showing up, having that courage. No matter, if you are still dealing, if you're still thinking about it, this is your sign. Show up and participate in the contest. Because it's not about being the best speaker in the room, it is about growing, challenging yourself, getting out of your comfort zone, and participating and having that courage to show up and being better than yesterday. So, this is your sign. Let's participate. And let's wrap up the meeting with a group photo. Everyone, please come here. And online audience, turn on your cameras. Nirdusha, are you taking the photo?
Yes, yes. I think Toastmaster Saga is not visible. He can come to Toastmaster Anil's side. Yeah, Harsh. Okay. Okay. Smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Harsh?
Okay, thank you so much, everyone on Zoom. See you. Bye.